Hello and welcome back to 555, 5 games in 5 minutes. On day 5, we pick 5 games a month that you should keep your eyes on in the coming month. In addition, we choose 5 from the previous month that deserve recognition. It's July 5th, so happy belated Independence Day to the US. I should also mention that around this time is also Independence Day for Algeria, Burundi, Cape Verde, Comoros, Malawi, Rwanda, the Solomon Islands, Somalia, and Venezuela. It's also a belated Republic Day for Ghana and the Philippines. And to my neighbors to the south, happy belated Canada Day. Okay, with the intros out of the way, we begin with the June games. One of the pleasant surprises during EA's E3 presentation, Unravel 2 begins our look back. From Coldwood Interactive via the EA Originals brand, Unravel 2 is a sequel to the original game that released in 2016. Centering on 2 Yarnies, the game features local multiplayer, having you and a friend traverse the land together with puzzles that will require both characters. The game also has a single-player mode, which will have you switch from moving both Yarnies together to moving one or the other at a time. Again, one of the few bright spots for EA this year. Fun fact, when looking up info on this game, Google gave me a Portuguese translation of Pode, which translated to, "you can." While cool, it does seem odd since this game is heavily Norwegian, inspired by the art and culture of Norway, and created by the Norwegian team of Henchmen and Goon. Like with Unravel 2, Pode is a puzzle game where you, and a friend if you're playing local multiplayer, take control of a rock and a fallen star to solve various puzzles as you traverse this beautiful landscape, currently a Switch exclusive. And in case you're wondering, according to Google Translate, Pode translates from Norwegian as graft. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Portuguese translation. I debated whether to put this game on the preview list last time. It seemed like there was some hype behind it, but I was hesitant to add it. But here it is now. Created by Dontnod Entertainment, Vampyr is an action RPG where you play as Jonathan Reed, a doctor-turned-vampire who has to deal with his new thirst for blood and his life as a doctor. While there were some technical issues that turned people off, Vampyr won people over with its primary game mechanic, setting, and overall character development. A definite worth checking out. June 12th was a crazy day for the Nintendo Switch. First of all, it was the day of Nintendo's E3 Direct, but it was also the day they released 3 awesome games, 2 during the Direct itself. The first was Paladins, a team-based hero shooter in the same vein as Overwatch. It released in May to nearly all platforms, with a Switch port announced on June 7th and released on the 12th. The second is the most popular game on the market today, Fortnite. This was rumored for a while, what with the game running on mobile reliably, so a Switch port wasn't out of the question. Third one is one of the best indie games from last year, Hollow Knight. This is a 2D platforming Souls-like game where you traverse a wonderfully created underground setting. Again, all released on the 12th, and all recommended. First, quick shoutouts to the final cuts this month. Those were The Blob, which saw a port to Switch last week, and The Lost Child, a visual novel dungeon-crawling Shin Megami Tensei-like RPG for PS4, Vita, and Switch. Now, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit makes it 2 games for Dontnod on this list. It's a game set in the same universe as Life is Strange and acts as a lead-in for Life is Strange 2, which is expected later this year. The game revolves around Chris Erickson, who creates the alter ego Captain Spirit, leading to him projecting his imagination into reality. Check it out today, as it is free for all players. And with that done, we move into July. It's been a long time coming, but Pocket Rumble has released today. Developed by Cardboard Robot Games with publishing done by Chucklefish, Pocket Rumble is a game that takes inspiration from classic SNK fighters with aesthetics similar to that of the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Another Kickstarter success story, Pocket Rumble is out now on PC and Nintendo Switch. And here we are, at the end of a trilogy that almost never got off the ground because of some morons at King. The Banner Saga 3 is the last in a trio of critically acclaimed tactical RPGs from Stoic, and second to be partially crowdfunded through Kickstarter. The games take place in a world inspired by Norse mythology with an artistic style inspired by Eyvind Earl, Ralph Bakshi, and Don Bluth. It will release on all home platforms on July 24th. It's the latest game in Sega's long-running series, along with the first localization in the series since the fighting game Blade Arcus from Shining Battle Arena. This also has the distinction of being the first Shining game on an Xbox console. This is an enhanced port of the original PS3 action RPG, including all DLC, 2 new playable characters, and a new Refrain mode that works as a side story to the main game. Chris had some interesting thoughts on the demo that released on Switch, which you can find on his Marauder EX channel, linked to the video below. Shining Resonance Refrain will be available on July 10th for all home consoles and PC. So back at the old site, there was a game called Code of Princess that was very well received. Maybe too well received, since the following year Senran Kagura Burst released and was declared by that reviewer to be the best beat-em-up on the system, despite Code of Princess getting a full 5 stars, 1 star more than SK Burst. Well, anyways, flash forward to today, and Code of Princess is back with a new version for Switch. Published this time by Nicalis, Code of Princess EX improves upon the original with improved graphics and upgraded AI and balancing. It releases on July 31st. The wait is almost over. Originally revealed at the Nintendo Switch presentation in January 2017, Octopath Traveler is created by Square Enix and Acquire, with Masashi Takahashi and Bravely Default producer Tomoya Asano leading the way. The game features an aesthetic similar to the 16-bit era graphics, but more high-def, a style they've termed HD 2D. Gameplay is unique, allowing you to break an enemy after so many attacks, making them miss a turn. There is also a way to stack attacks similar to the Bravely Default games. 2 demos were released, the first a sort of beta to collect info from gamers, the second is the opening prologue of the game that can transfer to the full release. Octopath Traveler releases exclusively for Nintendo Switch on July 13th. And that's 5 for June and July. If you liked our list and want to see more when they come out, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. If you want to add to it, list the games in the comments section below. And if you have suggestions for games in August, feel free to add those too. I'm Jeff from Some Nerdy Arguments. I'll see you next month with another set of games, and have a happy, whatever day it is for you. Happy Rusev Day. Happy Lana Day.